She won unlimited gold in 1984 with Skip home with the controls at 437 miles an hour. Earlier in her career, the Mustang was registered as November 332 for the Harold's Cup Transcontinental Race flying the P-51 in air show from 2007. Dedicated the show to the men and women who built, flew, and maintained these wonderful aircraft during World War II in Korea. We can never forget how they stood up the nation, in the time of peace. Without the G-suit on. Now as part of the return, watch how he has the energy to lift and pull the nose into the vertical and roll away from show center. Mark will reposition the Mustang. To our men and women in the United States. They actually used it primarily against the Japanese and they had a lot of men reserved because we made that statement there was going to be a land grab. There's P-40 with its distinctive shark face. P-51. This is an aircraft that simulates the prototype of the Mustang. It's actually made up of parts of Mustang A, B, C, and D models. We learned that yesterday. Yes. Many were flown to Russia by the women's air service pilots, our earliest use of women military pilots during World War II. Great view of the Kingcobra, flown by They're designed to be fairly long-range aircraft, but after that massive, they sort of put that massive overview internally, and then the way they put the radio inside the wing and such, Atlanta, like they crawl on it, little do they know. Instrumental in getting the German Luftwaffe really out of the war, knocking them out of the war. P-40 in the 1970s, they got acquired by the CAF, and Bob Hahn had to restore the Chino. There's the Kingcobra right there. Chino. Of course, being the Yakolev 3, smaller version of the Yak-9, but using the same engine. Therefore, as Brian mentioned, a really small fighter, but they gave it a great power to weight ratio. The Palm Springs, as Brian talked about yesterday, the Army Air Force used over 300 of these aircraft as a manned target, called the pinball. Yeah, there was a pilot in the cockpit of the aircraft, but they would still go to do gunnery practice on it. How did they do that? They put a ton of armored sheet metal on it, bulletproof glass, in formation. Patrick Nightingale, Tom Nightingale, and Matt Nightingale. The Mustang, the P-40, and the Kingcobra. Nice little family reunion. Bring them back like they they would pull up on the aircraft carrier. Take a look. What they don't have blocked off is Jason's own speeds in the sky. The MiG-17F, NATO designation of Fresco. One thing the MiG-15 didn't have, the 17 does, is the afterburner. Jason acquired this aircraft about 5 years ago. It had been stored in Chino, and he worked the deal with the owner on it, and he brought it out to the air show. And bringing it down and low. Jason says when he lights that out, Jason gave you a great look at that 45-degree wing sweep. You know, this aircraft didn't fly in Vietnam, and it was going up against the McDonnell Staff Force Canada. This tiny little has changed a number of our tactics over time because it actually did have some success with the MiG-17 against the F-4. Now we have the long-range camera shot of the full wing sweep on this MiG-17. The smoke system is on. A little different setup, I believe, on Jason's aircraft. Got smoke pylons below the wing. Fresco. Let's throw it. It looks like horizontal tornadoes hitting them. Those are every aircraft, the wing puts out what's called a vortice. It's in essence a tornado that comes off of the wingtips, and you can see how with the smoke they're showing you where the tornado is and it whips it around. This is what can create problems for you if you are flying behind another aircraft, especially one that's larger than your aircraft.